This x-ray shows a normal 9-year-old's heart. This x-ray is that of your son, Michael. There are septal defects here, here, and here, which have induced myopathy, resulting pulmonary edema, and malignant ventricular ectopy. So as you can see, Michael's heart is approximately 3 times larger than normal size.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said. Could you put that in layman terms for me?
Basically, there's not enough blood being pumped by Michael's heart, so it backs up in the lungs like a sponge getting wet. His heart is trying, but it's working too hard.
Was he need an operation, or?
Well, we're considerably beyond corrective surgery, Mr. and Mrs. Archibald. Mike's heart is useless. He's going to need a transplant, or he's going to die.
Wait a second, there are other options.
What options?
To do nothing. Medicate him. Make him feel as comfortable as possible. You're gonna have to start thinking about quality of life now.
I don't understand. We were just with him, and he seemed fine.
He's going to seem fine, but as his heart gets worse, he will become increasingly fatigued, and he will sleep more and more, until one day he will fall asleep, and he won't wake up.
I know this is difficult, but you have to face the fact that your son may not live much longer. You might want to make it a happy time. Say goodbye.
God.
And transplantation is a high-risk operation. You could lose your son on that table. You might not want to take that chance.
If if he doesn't have the surgery. If he doesn't have the surgery, how long would he live?
Not long. Months, weeks, days.
Come on, please. All right, baby. Come on now. I'm sorry. It's a lot. All right. Okay. If he was your son, what would you do?
I'd do the transplant, absolutely.
Okay. Okay? Okay, let's do that. Let's do it.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the first thing we've got to do is get Mike's name on the organ recipient list. He's B positive, so his name should go right to the top of the list.
It's not so simple. There are other considerations before a prospective recipient can be placed on a donor list. Transplant surgery is very expensive. In most cases, prohibitively so.
Yo, we got insurance. I mean, major medical, he's covered.
We've already checked with your carrier, Mr. Archibald. There are no provisions in your policy for a procedure of this magnitude.
Oh, no. That's a mistake. I mean, I'm not just you're making the mistake. I'm just saying that I'm insured. My son's covered.
How about you, Mrs. Archibald? Do you have coverage?
No, I've only been working at the supermarket a couple months, and you don't get benefits until you...
Doesn't matter. We got insurance.
Okay, I can see here that you don't own your home. You have no stocks, no bonds, no investments. You have a little over $1,000 in savings.
But we got insurance.
That may very well be, Mr. Archibald. You're going to have to check with your carrier on that. In the meantime, I'm afraid we're going to have to treat this as a cash account.
What?
How much does a transplant
Wait
cost?
a minute, baby. Let me take you. How much does it cost?
Transplant surgery, doctor's fees, post-operative care, immunosuppressant drugs. You're looking at a minimum of $250,000. Wow. If you opt for transplant surgery, that is your choice. But the hospital maintains a very strict policy with regard to cash patients. We require a down payment before we can put a patient's name on a receiver's list.
How much?
What kind of down payment?
30%. $75,000.
$75,000 to put my son's name
Our
on
son
the
is
list.
upstairs dying, and all you can do is sit here and talk about money?
It costs money to provide health care. It's expensive for you, it's expensive for us. Now, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to guarantee payment before I can put your son's name on the list.
Mr. and Mrs. Archibald, please wait.
Listen, if you people don't want to treat our son, that's fine. We'll take him over to County Memorial.
Trust me, you don't want to do that.